my partner touch y'all with a little something right quick. You hoes can't fade that south side. How you can fade that foe? Hoes can't fade that south side and that foe. Hoes can't fade that south side. Your hoes can fade that south. Hoes can't fade that south side and that foe. Hoes can't fade that south side. Your hoes can fade that south.
What's up, y'all? This SlabOgsTV back at it again. Today we got another OG up in here from Hiram Clarke, Murder's Manor. We got Haircut Joe up in here. So, without further ado, we got Haircut Joe up in here. Just kind of introduce yourself, let the people know, how I was coming up in Hiram Clarke.
Oh man, it was a beautiful thing, man. Hiram Clarke just, everybody trying to get a buck.
Yeah. And can you kind of like break down the different neighborhoods and sides in Hiram Clarke? Because, I'm from the north side, so I didn't really necessarily know it was, oh, we got Murder's Manor over here, you got such and such over here, Glen Irish, you got this, you got that. So can you kind of just break it down?
Oh yeah, you got a lot of hoods in Hiram Clarke. It's let me start on Alameda. You got Alameda Plaza. You got GI. Across from that, Townwood. And you go back to the other side, you got Brentwood, Murder Manor, Pamela Heights. Nothing over here, Keswick, all the way down Post Oak is neighborhoods. Yeah, and that's every other street. Hiram Clarke is more neighborhoods down that way. You got Dummerton Village, Fuquay, go back down that way. They call it Krogerville now. Yeah, it's a lot of hoods.
Okay.
Yeah.
And man, I don't know if my channel kind of just brought it to light or, somebody else might have just mentioned it and brought it to light. A lot of people assume that, the slabbing started from South Park, but when I'm starting to understand, like doing my research, that it really started from, Hiram Clarke. So can you just kind of just tell some of the OGs that was riding, or, why people might think that it started in South Park?
Yeah. Well, the first guys I remember riding, that I was old enough to remember, it was gonna be Coleman, Joe Narcisse. I remember he was riding. It's Too Fancy, and Nighthawk. Yeah.
What were some of the cars that they was pulling up in?
Jabbar, I can't forget
Jabbar too.
Oh yeah. Eric B. There was a lot of dudes riding. Eddie Mays was even riding back then. He was young.
What were some of the cars they was pulling up in?
Oh. It's pulling up in Cadillacs, man. Mostly Cadillacs and Buicks.
Okay.
Nothing else was really accepted.
Yeah.
Buicks was barely accepted. I came in with Buicks. Probably helped them to get accepted.
Okay.
But I had to make it look like a Cadillac, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a name that I always hear from out of Hiram Clarke that he kind of was like one of the originators of Smitty. Why was Smitty kind of like the person that was like infamous in the neighborhood? I know you might have been a little bit younger, but obviously you done heard about Smitty, might have seen him riding his Benz or his Cutlass or whatever. Why was his name just so infamous?
I can't tell you why his name was infamous, but I know he had clean cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was only old enough to see the Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I think I was walking to, I was going on that street. I probably was going to Jabbar house, walking to his house, and I seen the Mercedes ride by, the orange Mercedes, but I was only like maybe 14 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first slab you seen?
Oh, the first slab I seen. Man, the first slab I seen had to be, I got a cousin named Buck. You probably know Greenville here, but that's the first slab I seen. It was a white on white LeSabre. White on White Saber. Yeah. That was about, that had to be about 90, 91.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you think, I like to ask this, the OG, this kind of question. Why you think that elbows, slabs, like, swangers or whatever, just kind of took to Houston so hard more than the Daytons, Big Wheels? Like, why was elbows like, man, you on elbows other than any other wheel?
I think it's something about them Cadillacs. And somebody put them on a old school before everybody else. I don't know who, I wasn't old enough to know. I'm going to ride with the OGs older than me, say. And that's, But I know for me, and probably most of my era, it was a stigma behind it. It was classy, but you could also get killed or snatched out of it. So all that put together, we felt like we had to have that. Everybody wanted to be the
now,
guy
when you say
living life on the edge type of shit.
Yeah.
But at
when
the
you
same
say
time,
classy, what you mean by that?
Oh yeah, classy, man. We had the concerts and everything, man. We jump out with our best jackets on, clothes, and that's what that was about. We didn't drive them. Hardly drive them ever, unless it was a concert or the Capitol Beach party, or had to be something happening.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what made it, because everybody already had everyday cars. That was just something you had when it's time to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all kind of like look at it like it was a situation where, man, we got these cars, man, we legends in the hood, you look at our cars, da 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 da, or was it just like, man, I just got the old car, might have got it from my grandma, I might have just found it $300 or something like that, $500, I'm gonna put these wheels on it that look nice, or was it like a situation where it was like already the prestige that it is now?
No, well, most people in Hiram Clarke I knew, and I know me for sure, we knew it was a way to get seen. So whatever you was doing, you would do better, because they knew you was out there. Whatever you, like for me, okay, I used to put those cars together, and I used to go, the best thing I did with those cars was go to the club and hand out cards, business cards. So they figured you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's what it's really about. It's just showing that you knew whatever you was into it.
Yeah.
And that spending that money on that car showed it.
Do you remember the first set of wheels you got?
Yeah.
And how old was you?
Oh, I was 19. I was 18 when I bought them. I bought them one at a time. I was cutting half for $5 a haircut, and them rims was like $5,500 then, $4,500.
Yeah.
So I bought one at a time. It took me about 8 months to get them rims.
Yeah.
At $5 a head, but I got them and kept going.
Was it kind of like a thing where it was like, you were saving up your money,
Yeah.
but you couldn't just find them just anywhere, so it was like,
yeah, you couldn't.
Whenever you came across,
I'm glad you asked that question. That was funny, because I had partners that wanted to buy them, but if the streets didn't let you have them, you didn't get them.
What you mean by that?
If you didn't know the right people, you just weren't gonna get no elbow. And if you knew those people, if you wasn't really into nothing, like you work at Kentucky or something, and you want some, you're not gonna get them. Yeah, you got to be out there and like almost prove worthy to get you a set.
Yeah.
Then OGs would, pretty much, yeah. It was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you put that when you first got all 4 of them? What did you put it on?
I put them on a Park Avenue, 85. Yeah.
What all did you do to it? Did you just put the wheels on there?
I put the wheels on it. I put the whole 89 kit, because you want your car to look newer. And I redid all that stuff. The interior, painted it marble first, marble red. I didn't get no pictures, but then I painted it candy red. Yeah, and then sold it to Louisiana.
What was the shop that you was going to back then?
Well, with that Park, I went to Ike. I don't know if he's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to him first. That's who you had to go to if you wanted
Yeah.
You know, you want
To
to
be
be for
official.
sure. Yeah, you want to be official. Yeah.
You know,
'Cause
Ike
Candy wasn't.
now he
Yeah, he
he's
knew that.
stiff on them prices.
I
So was
bet
he
he
stiff
is.
on them back then?
Oh, he's always been stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my car was right in there. I think Blunt had one of his cars in there when I was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was stiff on the prices.
Okay,
Man.
okay. And you just mentioned that you had a marble red.
Yeah.
Why you feel like people don't really just do marble like that no more?
I don't know. Marble came, and then it went real quick. I think they discounted the paint too fast because you start seeing marble on everything,
Yeah.
like Yugos and shit. You just see a Yugo marble, so you couldn't ride that too long.
Yeah.
But it was clean when if you hit it right on time, it faded out quick. Candy took back over.
And did you have music in that park?
Yeah. They had two 18s in there.
What brand speakers?
I think those were. Oh man. I think there was 18 Fosgate.
Bossgate. That's
Yeah.
one I always hear about.
Yeah,
Bossgate.
and damn that amp. What kind of amp was that? Was some shit, man. You spending money on that shit. PPI.
Okay.
Is that it? PPI.
I don't know.
Power Precision. Yeah, PPI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I be hearing about, that you was the first one to 90 a Bosshogg.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like, was people 90 in cars already at that point?
Yeah, there was 90 in cars, but there was only 90 in certain cars. If you had if you had anything with the 4 headlights, you can fit a 90 clip in there. So that's what you were doing, because everybody wanted their car to look newer than it was, and it looked good once you put that paint on it. It made your car look different.
Yeah.
So,
And from my understanding, on that Bosshogg, that 90 clip really couldn't fit on that Bosshogg.
yeah, no, it wasn't supposed to fit.
How did you make it fit?
First, I was just going, when I bought the car, I got a friend, Jabbar. He swore up and down that I can put that 90 clip on there. I just had to figure it out. So I told him, I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna put these 88 Caprice lights in here, man, and I'm gonna be done with it. I'm still gonna go out and they gonna feel that. Like, yeah, but so we got into a whole argument about it. So I wanted to win that argument, so I went and took it to a paint shop, Unique, and he said he could do it, and he did it. He stretched it out. It's a real fabrication job.
Yeah.
Like they say, he fabricated that.
What was people saying when you pulled out and it was a 90 front end on the Bosshogg?
They didn't know what to say.
Was they liking it? Did
They
not
liked it. They wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
They liked it, but it probably wasn't supposed to go. It wasn't supposed to go on there, and everybody knew that. So they really was just looking for anything that would say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't. It looked right.
Okay.
Yeah, it fit. He made it fit, man.
Yeah. And what color did you paint it?
It was red first, but I didn't get no pictures because it was stolen from the paint shop. No, it was stolen from the AC shop, getting AC put in it, and they stole it. So I come back with the root beer and gray when I got the car back, and they cut my seats all up. We did all kind of shit. Scratched words all in my paint, and yeah, I kept that car.
If I could ask you this question, where did you find it at?
Oh, I found it on the north side at a lumber company. This old man had a lumber company, and he had to get rid of that car because he had no more room for it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm saying, where did you find it after it was stolen?
Oh, they brought it back to the. I was at work, man, cutting at the barber shop. And one of my people came in and said, "Hey, man, don't you got a car in the shop, this, that, and that? Is this that color?" So I said, "Yeah. Man, I think I just seen your shit going down the street on a wrecker." I said, "Nah, man, it's impossible, man. My shit across the street right now at the AC shop." "No, man, you need to go out there, man." I went out there and looked, and it was there. Yeah, they killed the people, dog, and everything trying to get that car, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, them people, that shit was that serious, though, to them cats, man.
It almost seemed like you almost had to be kind of crazy to put them wheels on that car.
Yeah,
back in that era.
I guess yeah, because
it was just so much
everybody
going on.
wasn't taking those chances.
Yeah.
Nah, they wasn't doing that.
Yeah. What made Houston just liked them 90s so much, like putting a 90 clip on there. Cause nowadays it's like it's a must. If you got an old school car,
Oh, it's
like
a
you
must
have
now?
to, you have to put a 90 on there now.
I thought it might have played out by now.
Hell no, you have to put a 90 clip on there. If you got an L
I
Dog,
see,
a Park Ave, it don't matter what it is. If you got
You
that
gotta
big
put a
body,
90 clip.
gotta put a 90 on there
Wow.
to be complete.
Where they find the 90 clips at now?
Hey, they digging everywhere for them.
I bet they digging hard.
Junkyards, they'll buy a whole nother car just to take that 90 clip off.
Yeah, we
put it on
did
there.
that. We did that, but do those cars still exist?
Yeah. Yeah, they still around. People are buying just to.
Yeah,
put
you
them
know, a
on
lot of old schools left when they had that cash for clunkers.
Mhm.
You old enough to remember that?
there. Nah, ain't that old.
Yeah, they was giving everybody everything with a carburetor. The government or the state, they was taking all your cars and they was putting you in anything with a carburetor, with a for emissions. They was trying to get rid of all these, and that's why most of the old schools went in
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
So that's why it made me act like, damn, they still finding 90 kids.
Yeah, that's
I know they
kind of
crushed
that's
them
kind of
cars.
like a, I don't know, what during your era what was like considered complete, but that's almost nowadays. You got an old school car.
Yeah, that was complete.
If
You was
you ain't got a
complete if you
90 on
had
there,
that.
you're not
yeah.
complete.
Okay, it's still like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know that man, I guess because I did that, but I wouldn't put a 90 clip on the old school today.
What?
You got to keep it natural.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like putting I can't say that. Well, I like putting a BBL on them. Do you?
Yeah.
Nah, you got me. I would keep it natural.
Yeah.
But I feel y'all, because y'all watched, y'all looked at that shit. Yeah, it's live too. But that natural is.
So when you thought about putting that on there, was it like already cars that was switching and converting it over?
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember some of the cars that was doing that?
I think Jabbar had did it. No, they were my friends. Jonathan had, I think he had did it by then. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Everybody was doing it, but it was cars that it was you knew it was gonna go on.
Okay.
With that big ass car, nah, you can't put that on there. Everybody else, okay. Slim Thug had one.
Yeah.
Same year, same time I had mine, same color. But I never would run into him.
Yeah.
But I remember what he had. He didn't have the clip
Yeah.
because it was already understood. That don't go, so I'm not gonna even try it.
Okay.
Oh,
After that one, what else did you have after that?
That was a Lincoln. It was a white Lincoln, and I was telling you I put the it was a 2000 Lincoln. It's on my Instagram. I don't have no pictures of it. And I put the long front end from a 08 to 10 to make it look longer. And I wanted those same. They look like 90 lights. You want your car to look newer.
Yeah.
So that's what you would do if you're gonna do a toy. You gonna update it.
Yeah.
Now update the interior too. I put newer car seats in all those cars. You said something you had to do. That's your toy. That's your what they call it, project.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna have your project looking shabby.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, that's the last one so far.
You think about it, you got one more in you?
You ain't no telling.
Yeah.
You ain't no telling, man.
I'll go old school, Bosshogg, do it one more time. What you
I
think?
should have kept one of them cars, but I was selling them to get another one, and now I just don't even worry. I don't even
think about it.
Yeah, I don't think about it. I try not to think about it. That's how you get sucked back in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, if you could you define the Slab OG? In your
Define the
words?
slab.
Define the Slab OG.
Define a slab OG.
Yeah.
Once you got 10, 15 years playing with them cars, you should be an OG. Whatever era you're in, because different eras it's gonna be different requirements.
What you mean by that?
Take for instance, y'all need to know how to drive a lot better.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because y'all tear each other shit up out there. We didn't have to worry about that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Niggas already do not to do that shit back then. We not doing.
Yeah.
He's the only. Guns everywhere now. Back then, we knew deals with the Slabs had the guns. You probably don't want to do that. That's just one instance. It's just.
Yeah.
So you got 10 years riding them cars, the way it is now and the way it was then, shit, you should be an OG.
Yeah.
You should understand what it takes to keep that motherfucker.
Yeah.
From the maintenance all the way to riding and not tearing it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. That being said, what's your thoughts on the new era?
Man, I love it.
Yeah.
I love to see it. But I hate that I can't go around it. Because they drive you shit, they don't tear you shit up.
Yeah.
They shooting, it's different, man. They too tough. It wasn't that. It just wasn't that. But shit, other than that, yeah, man, they holding.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, look at Fat Pat and all them. They was players.
Yeah,
those were the guys who broadcasted it for the streets. Because they had that platform. It was nothing to play about it now.
Yeah. Like when you say that, like I think in my head, like y'all was going more so where everybody was at, whether it be a club, you know, where the females was at, or you know, just where everybody was at to have fun. Nowadays, it's kind of like, man, we just gonna be in the hood.
Yeah, you everywhere with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
That's different. You can see a Slab today, and back then you ain't no way.
Yeah,
That
it was
was-
kind of like a unicorn seeing a Slab.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's the fun that's out of it now.
yeah.
Well, I probably wouldn't do it because I need to feel like that.
So when you say that, you meaning like, now you done did it already, and you done lived this era to where it was like, not everybody can ride in this car. Not everybody can see this
Yeah,
car. I'm not
everybody
finna
is
pull this car out every day.
Nah, they're making the rims again now too, so everybody can have them. It's just different.
Yeah.
That's cool. Stopped a lot of people getting murdered. I know a few people I heard a few people got their head put on flat, snatched out their shit. But that's not happening no more. I ain't heard that happening in 10 years now, 15 years.
But that's a good thing.
That's
though.
a good thing.
That's a good thing.
So it got to change. It like that change.
Do it kind of trip you out to see what y'all was doing back then, how it was just fun, you know, just being young, y'all just doing what y'all love to do, what just between you and your friends, now it done blew up to you might see a video with Drake and he got a Slab in there.
Yeah, that trips me out.
Yeah.
That trips me out. Nobody would never expected that. But watching it from then to now, if you've been paying attention like I have, you can see it about to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down now.
Okay. You got any advice for the youth that's out there right now, probably looking for some game from OG, whether building a car or just in life in general?
Now you got to ask me them certain questions. I can't even put it in general. That's too wide of a spectrum of a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would have to come holler at me.
Yeah. Already, man.
Yeah.
Before I get out of here, why they named you? Why was your nickname Haircut Joe?
Oh, because that's all I did was cut hair. And my name Joe. And I was cutting a lot of people from the aristocrat apartments. That was a lot of my cousins. I had friends over there too. I used to spend the night with them. And one of them was a youngster. He'd come over there with some other guys that I was already cutting. And he came a few times and he was a regular back then. And he started saying Haircut Joe. And it stuck until I couldn't shake it. So I was just like, fuck it, all right, man. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if we'll get up out of here, you got a top 5 greatest slabs from Hiram Clarke.
Right now, I don't know too many people out there right now.
I'm
but
talking about
out of
back then, from coming up,
Oh.
when you was riding slab, you know, just being out there.
Oh, wow. It's too many, man.
Yeah.
Too many. It's some hard slabs when I was coming up, boy.
Yeah.
Before they was making them, rims. So that's what made them that much harder because you wasn't going to get them if you couldn't get them. It's just, yeah. I had a partner. He wanted to get them. He was out there at everything, but when he tried to get him, he got a whole set of clackers. Could never ride.
Yeah.
We just, yeah.
Man, you got any shout outs to get up out of here?
Shout outs? Yeah. Yeah. The whole Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That boy got me in here. Nerves horrible, but it's all
You
right.
didn't want to do it at first.
Yeah, man, nerves horrible, but it's all right.
Yeah, already, man. It's SlabOgsTV, and we got Haircut Joe up in here, Hiram Clarke legend. We out.